Hi, I'm Jennifer of Celtic Knot Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to complete the Killarney hot pad. As you can see, the hot pad is made of this cord that's woven into a Celtic knot, and then the back is another piece of crochet that is made into a circle with a nice edging, and the two are joined together. So this is how you do that. First, according to the pattern that you can find at CelticKnotCrochet.com, you make this cord and then weave it into the knot. So after you've completed the knot, you're going to crochet the circle according to the instructions on the blog, CelticKnotCrochet.com. And when you get to row 8, you're going to take a break and you're going to lay the cords as made as a knot on top, and it should fit fairly nicely. You can adjust it, and then you want to pin it in place, and this is so as you pick it up and crochet it doesn't shift and it stays where you want it. Now you can see that it goes over the edge a little bit here. That's okay because we're going to be adding more stitches to this last row, so that will fill in. So I like to put a pin in each loop like so. And then according to the directions it says that you'll find about the middle 3, and you don't have to count. You can just kind of eyeball it. And I can see that here, right here, is 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to be working in the back loop of all of the stitches around. So I'm going to work my way across by doing single crochets across to the middle of that first loop. Can see it's still going in the back loop, and here I'm approaching my middle 3 right here, and I want to make sure that they line up with the 3 stitches that are behind them. So I'm going to do one more by itself, and now here we have the back loop of the cord and the 2 loops of the base. And I'm going to go through the back loop of the cord and the back loop of the base and single crochet those together. And I'm going to do that again for the next one. Back loop of the cord, back loop of the base, and single crochet as normal. One more time. Back loop of the cord, back loop of the base, yarn over, pull through those 2, and then yarn over, pull through that. And that joins. I can take this pin out, and now that is joined to the circle. Then I just continue on with the single crochets. Now I'm not going to give you a specific number because you might have made your knot a little smaller than mine, and that's okay. This doesn't have to be an exact science. You just want to go around. And now that I'm getting close to the center, I'm going to hold it up and look. And it looks like about maybe these 3 are the center right here. 1, 2, 3. So I have about 3 more to do till I get there. And now I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm going to put my hook in the back loop of the cord and the back loop of the circle base, and then single crochet them together. back loop, yarn over, pull through both of those loops, have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2. I'll do that one more time. And I would just continue around like this until I finish connecting the knot to this row of the project. So now that you're coming to the end of this round, round 8, as in all the other rounds, you're going to find the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch, and that closes it up. And now we're going to move on to round 9. Round 9, you chain 1, single crochet in the same place, and this is going to create all of these chain 5 spaces to give it a nice lacy look on the edge. So we single crochet in the first one, we're going to chain 5, and then we're going to skip 2 stitches and single crochet in the next one, and that's what creates that opening. And we're going to continue that all the way around. Chain 5, skip 2, single crochet in the next one, chain 5, and then skip 2. Be careful, this is the one that we've already worked in. We skip the next 2 and then single crochet in the one after that, and you just continue around until you get back to the beginning of the round. Now here we are almost at the end of our round, and I want to explain something to you. It happens to work out that I have an even number of stitches for this pattern of skipping 2 and then single crocheting in the next one. But let's say, for example, that it worked out that your last one before the last couple here ended here. So you chain 5, you skip 2, and you come here, and then you realize, uh-oh, I have 3 left here at the end that I need to skip instead of 2. Go right ahead and do that. It really doesn't matter on a pattern like this where it's not building off on anything, and no one is going to notice that in one of these chain 5 spaces you skip 3 instead of 2. So if you ever need to adjust a pattern that has an edging similar to this, go ahead and do that. If you're down to the end and you have 3 stitches left, just skip those 3 and join with the beginning as if it was meant to be, and no one will know, and you don't have to take anything out and start over and get all worried about it. So here I have my last 2. Here's the first single crochet, so what I'll do is slip stitch to join right like that. And you should have, when you're finished, 28 chain 5 spaces around. So now we have one more round to do, and that's to fill in these spaces so we have a thicker edging than just the chain 5 loops. So you will be working right in these spaces. You don't have to count out chains, you don't have to try to find these little loops, you just work straight in there. So you're going to do 2 single crochets like this, and it makes it for a really nice neat look when you go in the space like that. Then you're going to do a chain 3 picot. So you chain 3, and then you put your hook in either the first chain, that's the traditional way. I like to go in this loop here. If you look at the single crochet, it has 2 loops going vertically, and I like to slide my hook into that first one like this, and that kind of opens up that single crochet that's at the base of the picot, and it gives a really nice point to the picot. And then you do 2 more single crochets. If you'd like to watch a video on how to do this version of the chain 3 picot, I have one of those as well, and I'll leave that in the description. But with the smaller yarn, I'll show you again. So you single crochet twice in the next chain 5 space, then you chain 3, and then you take your hook and go into that side front loop of the single crochet and do a slip stitch, which is a yarn over, pull through everything, and then do 2 more single crochets in that space. And you can see it makes for a very nice point along the edge. I'll do that one more time. Single crochet right in the space. I use my middle finger behind the space so I have good control and I can work the single crochet evenly. Then I chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I find that second vertical loop of the single crochet in front, yarn over, pull through that and through what's on my hook all in one motion. That's the slip stitch, and then single crochet and single crochet. And I will continue like that all the way around until I come back to the first set of single crochets and picots in the first chain 5 space. So now we are almost at the end. Our last 2 chain 5 spaces. Chain 3 picot, 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets in the next space, chain 3, find that second loop, slip stitch, and 2 single crochets. And then I like to do a slip stitch down low like that. So once you're finished with the round, you would cut the yarn and finish your slip stitch into that first single crochet, yarn over, pull it tight, and you have the Killarney hot pad. Now I did not sew down the middle, but you are certainly welcome to do that if you'd like. I found that mine, after I steam blocked it with the iron by just holding a steam-filled iron over it for less than a minute, since it's cotton fibers, they relaxed and lay nice and flat. And this one, as you can see, is not sewn down either, but it's really not necessary since I'm not using it as a pot holder. I'm just using it as a hot pad to sit on the table and something else to sit on top. But another option is you can create 2 circle bases. So you could crochet a whole nother circle out of the base color that you chose up to round 8 and then sew it together, and that would give you 3 layers of the cotton from the cord to this circle to 1 more circle behind it. You could even insert some cotton fabric. They have special fabric that's made just for pot holders and hot pads, so you could try that as well. Please post your projects on its Ravelry page and let me know what colors you choose. I love to see what you make. Thanks for watching.